What's up guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to remove the hood gap on your Focus ST. This is mainly for 2013 and 2014 Focus STs. As you can see, look at this hood gap here, like I can fit my fingers in it. Like this, it was way worse than this when I got the car, but I ended up kind of pulling the bumper back and holding it up with these splitter rods. And then I also twisted those adjustment things in there to get it to go all the way down, which I will show you that part of it right now. That's how you will get your hood to sit evenly and the gap will be even. These right here, they just twist up and down like that, and I twisted mine all the way down, and it still didn't get rid of the gap. So I'm going to show you how to completely eliminate that gap today, and it's actually pretty simple. So what you're going to do is, it comes from this hood latch holding the hood too high, and a lot of people are going to tell you that the hood gap was put there by the factory for cooling, and I guarantee you that they would not put something that looks that bad as cooling. It just doesn't look right, and it also causes the other gaps to be uneven, and you really don't need that for cooling. If you have an intercooler and intake plus, you can get these here for super cheap. It just extends the ram air intake down, and the air just goes straight in there, and it comes up through these tubes, goes right into the intake. And then my grill is also shaved, and I remove the grill shutters in there. That gets plenty and plenty of airflow in there, so you do not have to worry about that. But what we're going to do is essentially lower this hood latch down a little bit, and then that will lower the hood down up against these rubber things here and up against this, and then you can adjust these to get it completely right. But what you'll see in here is, you'll see there's this bolt here and this bolt here. All we're going to do is remove these two bolts and take the hood latch out, and then I will show you what we're going to do to that. All you got to do is pop off your cable here, and then there's going to be this one, which an easy way to remove it. You can also just pull this whole thing out. I'm going to try to pull that wire out. I may need a pair of pliers, or you can just do that, and then this whole thing will come off with it. And then also you'll just want to unplug this sensor here. I don't know if there's a clip on it. I think, yeah, there's a clip on the underside of it, and you just pull that clip back here, and that just is what tells you if your hood's open or closed. But take those out and then pull this out, and then I'll show you how to modify it from there. So you can see the hood latch here. I have it taken out, and you can see I marked the areas here with Sharpie. You can see a little bit there, and that's what we're going to drill out. I don't really know which method I'm going to use. I think I'm going to try just using a drill bit to drill this hole out bigger up towards the top. And you got to do this little hole too, which this little hole has a little plastic piece that aligns it in there, just to make sure you get it centered. So you will have to move that up too, and you want to move it up, and then that'll lower this latch down in the car. And these are the two bolts that the two holes that the bolts go through. So you're just going to want to lift kind of, I might try using my Dremel and just kind of grind them out a little bit up towards the top more. And then all we're going to do is put it back in, and it will lower the hood down, and that should eliminate the hood gap. So basically what I did is I used a combination of this drill bit here, and at first I was going to try to just move the hole up, and I realized that was too hard with the tools I had. So I just figured to make the whole entire hole bigger. So I just used a bigger drill bit here, and I drilled into it, and then used this little grinding wheel on my Dremel to try to kind of lift it up more and smoothen it out. And then I actually broke the plastic piece that goes into that hole, so I don't even need to make that one bigger. And then I made that hole bigger there. So I'm going to go ahead and screw it back in, put everything back together, and test it and see if that gets the hood low enough, and if I need to make the holes any bigger. So I put the latch back in and plugged in the sensor. Make sure that you put your cable back in there, because then your hood will get stuck if you don't. So triple check that all of the cables work and that they're in there before closing your hood, just as a disclaimer. But you can see it is way smaller, and I don't know if it's completely even. It looks like the left side may be a little bit lower. So I'll just adjust those little twisty things to make sure that that is right. And I actually could go lower because if I press down, there's still room before it hits those little rubber tabs, like right here on the bumper, those little pads up in there. And you can see there's still plenty of space there. But I mean, it's good enough for me, not enough for me to take it back out and grind them down more. And also one thing I noticed is that the hood, it looks like not on this side, but on this side, it's hitting the headlight here, and some of the clear coat's kind of chipped off in there. So I'm not gonna lower it anymore just for that sake, and also let a little bit more air in, I guess, if that's actually a big deal. But this was fairly easy to do, only took me a little bit, and I was able to do it in just my garage with hand tools. And I mean, even if you had like a circular like file or something like that, you could just file it down on the inside. But it's pretty much something anyone can do, and I hate how the hood gap is so big on these. So I mean, eventually I may try to lower it more, but also my bumper kind of sags a little bit, so that obviously can be fixed, and I will fix that whenever I get it repainted, because you can see it's chipping and all that. So I'm going to get this repainted and replace my fender liners that are all melted, and kind of get everything back in a perfect condition. And then I'll kind of mess with the bumper fitment there, because the way it's mounted with the splitter kind of pulls it down a little bit. So I'll get all that fixed eventually. But that was how to fix the hood gap on your Focus ST. Please like and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Nickjoenap, and also check out my merch in the description. I'm working on more designs, hopefully in the near future. But other than that, that is how to fix the hood gap in your Focus ST. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.